Welcome to Dreamland Tales. Tonight's story is Little Red and the Helpful Wolf. So get cozy, relax, and let's drift into a world of magical dreams. Once upon a time, there was a kind little girl named Little Red Riding Hood. She wore a bright red cloak that her grandmother had made for her. Everyone in the village loved her because she was always cheerful and helpful. One day, her mother asked her to visit her grandmother, who lived in a cottage in the forest. "Take this basket of goodies to Grandma," her mother said. "But remember, don't stray from the path and be safe." Little Red Riding Hood promised and set off on her journey. She was excited to see her grandmother and share stories with her. The forest was full of tall trees and singing birds. Little Red Riding Hood enjoyed the sunshine and the smell of the fresh flowers. As she walked, she spotted a friendly squirrel. "Hello, Little Red Riding Hood," chattered the squirrel. "Hello, Mr. Squirrel," she replied, smiling. "I'm on my way to visit my grandmother." The squirrel warned her, "Be careful of the big bad wolf in the forest." She thanked the squirrel and continued on her way, remembering her mother's advice. As she walked, she heard a rustling in the bushes. It was the big bad wolf. But he was not as bad as everyone thought. He was just grumpy because he had a thorn in his paw. Little Red Riding Hood noticed his discomfort. "Mr. Wolf, you look hurt," she said kindly. The wolf nodded sadly and showed her his paw. "Oh, let me help you," she said. She gently removed the thorn and wrapped his paw with a handkerchief. The wolf was grateful and thanked Little Red Riding Hood. "You're very kind," he said, smiling for the first time. "I will help you reach your grandmother's house safely." Little Red Riding Hood was happy to have a new friend. They walked together, chatting and enjoying the forest. The wolf showed her the safest path to Grandma's house. Soon, they arrived at the cozy cottage. Little Red Riding Hood knocked on the door. Grandma opened the door and was delighted to see her granddaughter. "Oh, Little Red Riding Hood, I'm so happy to see you," she exclaimed. She was surprised to see the wolf, too. "Don't worry, Grandma," Little Red Riding Hood assured her. "Mr. Wolf is our friend now." Grandma welcomed the wolf warmly. They all sat down to enjoy the goodies from the basket. They laughed, shared stories, and had a wonderful time together. Grandma, Little Red Riding Hood, and the wolf became great friends. The wolf learned the value of kindness and friendship. He promised to be a good wolf from then on. As the sun began to set, Little Red Riding Hood knew it was time to go home. She hugged her grandmother and the wolf goodbye. "Thank you for keeping me safe, Mr. Wolf," she said. "Anytime, Little Red Riding Hood," the wolf replied happily. "I'll always be here to help you." She waved goodbye and headed back home. On her way back, she thought about the day's adventures. She learned that being kind could make a big difference. Even the grumpy wolf became her friend. When she reached home, her mother was waiting for her. "Welcome back, my dear," her mother said. "Did you have a good time at Grandma's?" Little Red Riding Hood nodded and told her everything. Her mother was proud of her for being brave and kind. "You did a wonderful job today," she said. Little Red Riding Hood felt happy and loved. She went to bed that night with a big smile on her face. She knew she had made a new friend and helped someone in need. Her heart was full of joy and kindness. And so, Little Red Riding Hood, her grandmother, and the wolf lived happily ever after. They enjoyed many more adventures together in the forest. The village learned about the wolf's change of heart. Everyone lived in peace and harmony. The forest was a happy place, filled with laughter and friendship. And Little Red Riding Hood never forgot the lesson of kindness. She knew that even the smallest act of kindness could change the world. "Good night, Little Red Riding Hood," whispered the stars. "Sleep well and dream of happy adventures." And with that, she drifted off to sleep, dreaming sweet dreams. We hope you enjoyed our bedtime story and that it brought a little magic to your night. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more enchanting stories that spark imagination and inspire kindness and creativity. Good night, little ones.